Okay, beautiful souls, let's just jump right in. So this person, right, that's on your mind, right? You might be a life path number 8. They might be a life path number 8. You might be a life path number 1. They might be a life path number 1. Okay, they are currently afraid of this divine union. They have never felt this way before. I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner. And this has to do with their own self-value. It's not that they don't value themselves, it's that they have a past, they have a history, they have a way of life to them that is different than yours. And so their concept and idea of relationships and what it's all about has never been a healthy one due to their environment, their conditioning, their upbringing, and just what they've personally experienced and seen with others. So settling down, which is a scary term for them, right? Let's not use that word, right? Let's not say we're settling down, but that in itself brings this state of panic, this state of fear. But look at how cool this is. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So that equates to 5, right? And 5 is about transformation through challenges, right? Transformation through challenges, right? I'm not happy. This person's not happy with their current placement and how they might be stagnant at this time, not making a romantic move towards you, right? It doesn't mean that they're not in your life, and it doesn't mean that you are not friends or whatever the case may be, but currently the path that they're choosing, right, the path that they're settling for, the path that they're stagnant on, does not make them happy. Karma, right, behaviors, people, and or situations. This could be a work arena. They could be so hell-bent focused on work, and they might have that conditioning paradigm where you can't get lost in romance, right? Because it'll take you away from your career, your success, your priorities in that department. So it could be a mindset, and it could also be a high demand. Like they might be someone very important in their field of work that they work a lot, right? They're always working. And so they do believe though, but they don't, not in the same light as you, in the terms of we need to wait for divine timing. They don't know what the fuck divine timing is, but they're learning that through you, right? So time is healing our wounds and creating the perfect conditions for our reunion. You're teaching them that, right? Because now they're starting to listen to their higher self with a lot more intention. It's not that they weren't tapped in, turned on, tuned into their intuition before. They just never recognized it or acknowledged it as some kind of intuition. It could just be keen awareness and a certain leveling of aptitude that they are about, right? But there's major growth here. I'm realizing this connection is something special and worth treasuring, right? Yes, because it's worth treasuring. So you have a commitment even without the commitment, right? You have someone that's committing themselves energetically with you. You know how sometimes things have to happen energetically first before they show themselves energetically, as within exudes on out, as above so below, that kind of thing, right? Because they're thinking about submerging their passions. That might be another thing that they're not they might be a life path number 1, right? Right, so, and they might have in there, because I was seeing 1 and 2, right? So they could have been born in 1981, right? But what I was saying was life path number 1 and 2, but what it made me think of was Aries and Taurus. They might have Aries in their chart, Taurus in their chart too, like a Taurus North Node or something like that too, right? So but they're tapped in, turned on in a new heightened development kind of way, like never before, right? I want to hold you in my arms and feel our bodies unite as one. They may have been known as someone that can be a ladies' man, right? Let's say. But with you make them question their not their confidence. It's not so much their confidence, because I find that this person is confident and stoic. They might have a stoic appearance or something like that, but like you make them, because you're so passionate, because you're so lively, because you're so vivacious, because you're so good. There you go. They look at you, I don't want to say like Mother Teresa or anything like that, but like someone that's really good. And it doesn't matter your past, it's how they're looking at your now, that everything that has accumulated and has come from your experience, they're looking at the growth of you, the whole of you, and they admire you, right? The same divine energy flows in each of us. This energy is the catalyst to our reunion. We just need to allow this energy to work its magic. They might be stalling, right? They might not be making the move that they should be making, right? They could be 37 years old, right? They could be 38, 32, right? Born in 1973. I'm 39, right? Or this can happen when they're 37 years old, where they finally get over a certain kind of, maybe like a Saturn return after 35, or I don't know, but I don't know the time spans of that, but I'm just saying, right? And so this union, right? This mission, I see you working, see what I mean? I see you working to create change, and I'm proud of what you are accomplishing. I want to work on a mission with you. So they feel like together you're unstoppable. Like together you're meant to do something more. They could be 33 years old, right? Together you're meant to be something more, right? But they're trying to figure out this connection because they've never experienced something like this before, right? But this surrender, right? This completion, number 9, right? This completion, this is happening at this time. Surrender brings us together faster than resistance, right? So they don't no longer want to resist, right? See, because when I look into your eyes, I see the universe and it activates me. So they're going through heavy downloads, uploads, activations, things that I feel like you're the more spiritual one in this aspect, where you're more open to this kind of stuff. So the type of labeling, like even saying that they're going through a transformation and all that might not be their language. They might say, oh, I'm growing up, I'm evolving, or like, you know, like something like that. But look, I'm afraid this relationship is too good to be true, and I pull away in fear. This is their fears, right? Keeping them conflicted about what to do next, right? And they may have taken so long already that they don't know what to do now. They're like, I already took so long, right? And then you have another 11 at the ends here, right? So I long for your kisses and your touch. So they're fantasizing, they're thinking of you. They want to be more intimate with you, and this is what's growing now. I've watched you change and grow so much. I'm trying to release my attachment to identity so I can change too, and that might be in the work arena. They might be having a whole new evolutionary transformation of thought about how a divine counterpart, a complementary partner is, which they never believed it possible before. Like I heard right now, I've waited, I've prayed for someone like you, but it may have taken so long for them too. And then you came after they let go of that idea. You came into the light. That's how it always is, right? So both of you may have met when you both had let go of the idea of finding a partner. Like you were just focused on whatever it was that you're going to be focused upon, and you were going to deal with that kind of stuff, right? And so this situation is being caused by the both of us, because you're mirroring each other. You're mirrors, right? And you're both growing, you're both evolving, and this is beautiful, right? And when I look into your eyes, I see the universe and it activates me. So this person is we're in Piscean season, although these messages are timeless, they might also have Pisces in their chart too, right? But yeah, so 1963, 36 years old, 37, 38, 36 again, right? 1973, 31, yeah, 29. Yeah, so there's a lot happening here that divine right timing is gonna play, right? Right, so I long to sweep you off your feet and shower you with love, right? And then look at this, but look at the challenge too. They could have been born in 1975, 1957. Our mission is to be unconditional love, clearing our programming as a necessary part of our hearts. And that's what they're doing now. They're clearing their programming so that they can be more vulnerable with you. Union. We must remember that we are gods and goddesses and work to embody that energy, right? My inner child was wounded when my parents couldn't respond to me in the way I needed them to. I'm reacting from that wound, right? And that too, and that could be just the way that they see certain kind of things, right? But the next solstice or equinox will bring us an important shift for us. Ooh, draw another card to get an idea on what the shift might be. You show up in my dreams. It helps me process buried memories. And please send me energetic, use the frequency of love to uplift me because I need your help, right? So the next solstice, all right, so yeah, so maybe a bridging together of communication, right? A communication, so a deepening of union, right? Our inner guidance is clear, but our ego is resisting it, right? So clear communication, right? So neither of us is being honest right now. Why are we afraid to express ourselves? So expression. So by the next equinox, like I'm getting very strong expression here, right? This expression of love. I've never felt love like this before. The depth of it can be inspiring, but also overwhelming. And then look at underneath it is communication. I wish I could say what I really feel. Someday I will, but right now I'm afraid to be by myself. And I'm even hearing the next full moon. So this was awesome. If this reading was for you, make sure to like, comment, share your resonance, and until next time.